definitely the music of Black Americans. And I'm not here to appropriate, I'm here to add to it, you know. So my name is Melvin Earl. I am from Los Angeles, California, representing Long Beach, where my family lives now, and I'm a PhD student in American Studies.
How do you identify?
I identify as awesome, first and foremost, but like if you're talking ethnically, I identify as Filipino American, racially Asian American. So the reason why I make the music that I make is this is the music that I've always been drawn to, that I've always felt growing up, what I was exposed to. Like my parents listened to a lot of like 60s, 70s soul music, disco, funk. You know, my first concert was Earth, Wind & Fire, and my second concert was Kool and the Gang. So like, I like music that people dance to. But yeah, I've always had an affinity for Black music. I grew up with my boys who grew up as like church musicians in Black church. You know, eventually they got me to start, you know, getting better with my craft too, just by being around them. You know, I would definitely say that the music I make is the music of Black Americans, blues epistemology, right? So all derivatives of the blues, right? We get down on the jazz and definitely make hip hop, R&B, and funk and soul. You know, you might hear me scat maybe, like, you know what I'm saying? We do all kinds of different things. It's just, you know, I'm definitely inspired by the artists. You know, we got some cool little vinyls behind us. I'm definitely inspired by them and by, you know, the culture overall. I'm raised by West Coast hip hop, so therefore I'm raised by Midwest funk, right? Because they sampled Midwest funk like Ohio Players and Parliament and the Isleys and stuff like that when they were making, you know, NWA and Tupac and, you know, all the artists that I grew up listening to. So yeah, that's a real long-winded way of saying, like, you know, the music I make is definitely the music of Black Americans. And I'm not here to appropriate, I'm here to add to it, you know, in a similar fashion that like a lot of other artists that may not have necessarily like Black American roots in their lineage still contribute to the craft. And, you know, I'm here to have fun while I do it too. All that good stuff, so.
And what's your end goal?
I mean, my ultimate goal is to do the things that I love, not for a living necessarily, but just like out of pure love and joy, right? I'll be like a pop star that can like, you know, lead a social justice seminar. You know what I mean? Like be able to do both. Like, you know, there's a lot of famous artists that have platforms but don't necessarily have the tools to like know how to use their platform for the greater good of humanity. And then there's a lot of like activists and organizers on the ground level who have all this knowledge but don't have the draw of somebody who like can pull in a crowd of people like a musician can. So I'm in this space where I could do both, you know what I mean? And so I just definitely want to cultivate all aspects of my skill sets. Yeah, keep pushing the culture forward.